Every losing trader has one thing in common, and it's not bad charts, poor strategy, or lack of indicators. It's the way they think. Because before a trader loses money, they lose control of their mind. You see, trading doesn't expose how good you are with analysis. It exposes how you react under pressure. The market is not your opponent. It's your mirror. It reflects every fear, every doubt, and every emotional impulse you've been hiding. When a new trader starts, they believe the key is in the charts. But the truth is, the charts just trigger emotions. A green candle ignites greed. A red candle sparks fear. And that emotional roller coaster doesn't end until you understand what's really happening inside your head. Dr. Brett Steenbarger, one of the world's top trading psychologists, once said, "The market will always test your emotional limits. That's its real job." And that's exactly what happens. The first time you win big, dopamine floods your brain. You feel unstoppable. You start to believe you've found the secret, so you trade more, risk more. And before you know it, your account is gone. Not because of the market, but because of overconfidence. Then comes the opposite extreme, fear. After a few losses, your brain goes into protection mode. You hesitate to enter, cut winners too soon, or revenge trade to recover. You're not trading your plan anymore. You're trading your emotions. This cycle repeats endlessly until one realization hits. You can't fix your results until you fix your reactions. That's the invisible truth every losing trader faces. As Mark Douglas, author of Trading in the Zone, said, "You don't need to know what will happen next to make money. You just need to follow your rules without fear." The difference between losing and winning traders isn't knowledge, it's mindset. Both see the same charts, the same setups, the same candles. But one sees opportunity, while the other sees danger. One reacts emotionally, the other responds logically. The losing trader asks, "What if I lose?" The winning trader asks, "What's my plan if I lose?" That shift, from fear to preparation, is the psychological turning point. Because the moment you stop trading your feelings and start trading your framework, your entire career changes. So here's the truth. You're not losing because you're bad at trading. You're losing because you're trading against your own psychology. In the next phase, we'll break down the hidden mental traps that make traders sabotage themselves, and how professionals escape them. If you're ready to stop trading your emotions and start mastering your mindset, hit that subscribe button now and join the trader's mindset, where psychology meets discipline and traders turn chaos into control. Every losing trader believes they're just one strategy away from success. But here's the truth. They're not failing because of their system. They're failing because of the mental traps they fall into every day. These traps are silent killers, invisible patterns that sabotage your trading long before you notice. Let's uncover the biggest ones that destroy consistency and how to escape them before they wipe you out. Trap number 1. The illusion of control. Most traders think the more they watch the market, the more control they have. They stare at screens for hours, analyzing every tick, believing they can catch the perfect moment. But the market isn't controllable. It's unpredictable by design. This illusion makes you emotional, reactive, and exhausted. As Mark Douglas said in Trading in the Zone, "When you truly accept the risk, you stop trying to control the outcome." The fix? Control yourself, not the market. Let go of prediction and focus on execution. Trap number 2. The confidence trap. After a few wins, dopamine takes over. You feel unstoppable. "I've cracked the code." Then suddenly overconfidence blinds you. You increase your size, skip confirmations, and force trades. And when the market humbles you, it hits hard. Professional traders know confidence without structure is chaos. As Dr. Brett Steenbarger said, confidence comes from preparation, not outcomes. The fix? Earn your confidence through routine, not luck. Trap number 3. The revenge loop. This is the deadliest one. You take a loss, feel frustration, and your ego whispers, "Get it back." You double your risk, chase another setup, and lose again. Now it's not about money. It's personal. This emotional spiral destroys accounts faster than bad strategies ever could. The fix? Accept loss as data, not defeat. Step away, breathe, and reset. Professionals don't revenge trade because they understand. Revenge and recovery never happen in the same trade. Trap 4. The hope trap. When a trade starts going wrong, the losing trader says, "It'll come back." That hope is the slowest poison in trading. It replaces discipline with denial. As Paul Tudor Jones famously said, "Losers average losers." The fix: replace hope with action. Exit fast, review faster. Every one of these traps comes from the same root: emotion over structure. And until you build a process stronger than your impulses, you'll repeat the same cycle again and again. Trading isn't about knowing the market. It's about knowing yourself when money is on the line. The good news? Once you recognize these traps, you can reprogram your behavior. Awareness creates control, and control creates freedom. In the next phase, we'll uncover how professional traders build that awareness and turn emotional chaos into consistent clarity. Rewiring the trader's mind. How pros think differently. If losing traders act on emotion, professional traders act on structure. They don't think faster, they think differently. Where amateurs see chaos, pros see patterns. And the difference isn't in skill, it's in psychology. The losing trader wakes up and asks, "What will the market do today?" The professional wakes up and asks, "How will I respond to what the market does?" That one question changes everything. Trading psychology expert Mark Douglas said, "The best traders aren't trying to be right, they're trying to make good trades." That's the mental rewiring every trader must go through. It's not about predicting outcomes, it's about trusting probabilities. Let's break down how professionals actually think differently. 1. They focus on process, not profit. Losing traders obsess over every trade's result. Did I win? Did I lose? Pros obsess over execution. Did I follow my plan? They know profits are byproducts of consistency. This mindset removes emotional swings. When you focus on process, losses stop feeling personal and start feeling educational. 2. They embrace uncertainty. While new traders fear uncertainty, pros respect it. They know the market owes them nothing. As Dr. Brett Steenbarger explains, confidence isn't the absence of uncertainty. It's the ability to act despite it. That's why pros don't chase. They wait. They don't need to know what's next. They just need to know what they'll do next. 3. They think in probabilities, not emotions. Every losing trader says, "This setup looks perfect." Every pro says, "This setup has a 60% edge, let's size accordingly." It's a game of odds, not ego. This shift from emotion to math is what makes trading a business, not a gamble. 4. They practice detachment. A professional trader's biggest strength isn't aggression, it's detachment. They can lose 5 trades in a row and still think clearly. They don't need the market to make them feel good. They let discipline do that. That's the mental freedom amateurs never find. In short, pros don't trade to feel something. They trade to do something. Their confidence comes from preparation, their control from patience, and their success from structure. They've reprogrammed their brains to see losses as feedback, not failure. The market doesn't create winners, it reveals them. And every winner starts by rewiring their mindset from reaction to response. In the next phase, we'll turn these principles into actionable habits that can rewire your trading brain forever. Building discipline. Through habits, the foundation of consistency. Every trader talks about discipline, but very few actually build it. Because discipline isn't something you're born with. It's something you train. Just like a muscle, it grows with repetition, not motivation. Losing traders think discipline means forcing yourself to behave. Professional traders know it means designing your environment to make the right behavior automatic. That's the secret no one talks about. Habits create discipline, not willpower. As Dr. Brett Steenbarger, a leading trading psychologist, said, "Discipline is not about control, it's about consistency of process." And that's where most traders go wrong. They try to stay disciplined in chaos instead of building structure that prevents chaos in the first place. Let's break down how pros build discipline through habits that actually stick. 1. The pre-market routine. Before pros place a single trade, they prepare their mind. They review key levels, visualize their setups, and reaffirm their plan. They don't rush into action. They ease into focus. This habit removes impulsiveness and builds confidence. It's not about starting the day. It's about setting the tone for it. 2. The rule of reflection. After the market closes, losing traders walk away. Winning traders review. They open their trading journal and ask one question: did I follow my process or my emotions? That single question exposes every hidden weakness. Over time, reflection becomes a mirror, showing you how your mind really works. 3. The risk habit. Pros never guess their risk. They define it. Every trade has a preset loss limit, usually no more than 1 to 2%. That number isn't random. It's psychological protection. It keeps emotions small, so decisions stay rational. Because if your loss is big enough to hurt, it's big enough to ruin discipline. 4. The detachment ritual. Every professional has a mental reset habit: a walk, a coffee break, meditation. This habit detaches them from outcome-based stress. They know discipline isn't about staying in control. It's about returning to control after losing it. That's true mastery. Mark Douglas once said, "Consistency is a function of your mindset, not your system." When you build disciplined habits, you no longer depend on motivation. You depend on process, and process never gets tired. So, stop trying to fight your emotions. Design habits that outsmart them. Because the market doesn't reward the strongest trader. It rewards the most consistent one. In the next phase, we'll expose the myths about discipline that keep traders stuck and show you what true control really looks like. Myths versus reality. The truth about trading discipline. Every trader talks about discipline like it's a magic word, but very few understand what it truly means. Most traders chase discipline the same way they chase trades: emotionally, impatiently, and unrealistically. Let's break the myths that keep 90% of traders stuck in the same destructive loop and uncover what real discipline actually looks like. Myth number 1. Discipline means never making mistakes. Reality. Discipline isn't about perfection. It's about correction. Professional traders make mistakes daily, but they fix them fast. They don't deny, defend, or delay. They learn. As Mark Douglas said in Trading in the Zone, if you can learn to think in probabilities, you will stop taking mistakes personally. Mistakes don't define your discipline, your reaction to them does. Myth number 2. Discipline means controlling emotions. Reality. You can't control emotions. You can only control behavior. Even legendary traders feel fear and greed. The difference is, they act according to plan, not feeling. As Dr. Brett Steenbarger wrote, emotional control is not suppression, it's self-awareness in action. The goal isn't to kill emotion, it's to train it. Professionals acknowledge fear, then move forward anyway. Myth 3. Discipline is about motivation. Reality. Motivation fades. Systems last. Retail traders wait to feel ready. Pros act even when they don't feel like it. They've built habits that execute automatically. Discipline isn't built by passion. It's built by process. It's not about being inspired. It's about being consistent. Myth number 4. Discipline is restrictive reality. True discipline is freedom. It removes uncertainty, stress, and emotional chaos. When you have rules, you're not trapped. You're protected. As Paul Tudor Jones said, trading is not about being right, it's about managing risk. That's what discipline really is, risk management for your emotions. Here's the truth. Discipline isn't a switch you flip. It's a skill you build. It grows from self-honesty, reflection, and repetition. It's not glamorous, it's not exciting, and it's definitely not easy. But it's the only path that works. Every losing trader wants freedom without structure. Every winning trader earns freedom through structure. Discipline is not what keeps you from losing. It's what allows you to keep winning. In the final phase, we'll tie everything together. How to turn discipline into mindset, mindset into mastery, and mastery into lasting success. Conclusion. From discipline to mastery. At this point, you've learned that trading success has nothing to do with predicting charts, and everything to do with mastering yourself. Because the truth is, the market isn't your enemy. Your undisciplined mind is. Every losing streak, every bad entry, every missed opportunity, all trace back to one thing: reaction over reflection. Professional traders aren't smarter, they're steadier. They don't try to win every trade. They focus on never losing themselves in the process. Their discipline doesn't limit them, it liberates them. As Mark Douglas wrote, "When you truly accept the risks, you eliminate the fear of losing." That's not just trading advice. That's mental freedom. Think about it. Most traders spend years searching for the perfect strategy, but the professionals build the perfect state of mind. They've learned that mindset is the real edge, not the indicator, not the entry, not the tool. Because your chart only reflects what your brain allows you to see. You can have the same system as a pro and still lose. Why? Because the system is mechanical, but your reactions are emotional. And until you master your reactions, every setup will betray you. That's why discipline isn't the finish line. It's the foundation. Once you internalize it, trading becomes peaceful. You stop chasing candles and start letting the market come to you. You stop predicting and start responding. You stop fearing losses and start managing them like a professional. As Dr. Brett Steenbarger said, "You don't find your edge, you develop it through self-awareness and repetition." This is what trading mastery looks like. It's not flashy, it's not emotional. It's quiet confidence built on structure. You're no longer a victim of the market. You're a student of it. You no longer seek excitement. You seek consistency. And the moment you stop reacting and start observing, that's when mastery begins. So take a step back today and ask yourself, am I chasing the market, or am I mastering myself? Because the difference between traders who fail and traders who thrive isn't knowledge, it's discipline turned into habit, and habit turned into identity. If you're ready to make that shift, from chaos to clarity, from discipline to mastery, this is your moment. Subscribe to The Trader's Mindset for daily lessons on psychology, discipline, and self-mastery. Comment below. I trade my mind before I trade the market. Share this video with a trader who needs this message today. Remember, you don't trade charts. You trade your mindset. And once you master that, the market will finally start working for you, not against you.